I was lost.
Playboy was my gateway into full-on pornography addiction. My dad had a Playboy left out at age 5, and it's affected almost every choice I made for the rest of my life from age 5 to now having to kick the habit. And it just presents itself in the open, like it's okay. And I stand up and say, you know, it's not okay. Some people drown themselves in drugs, and I drown myself in my addiction.
Which was what?
Sex.
And that's what drove the ego.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. And my name is Jason, man. Coming back at y'all with another one, man. And what you have in that clip is Kanye West talking about his pornography addiction and how he got there. You know what I'm saying? He talking about his pornography addiction and how he got there, which he called Playboy the gateway into it. You know what I'm saying? Because his dad, you know, probably on accident left out a magazine, and he saw that magazine at 5 years old. And I want y'all to notice how he said that from that moment, it's affected every decision. It affected every decision that he made for the rest of his life up until that point, until he decided to try to kick the habit. And I want y'all to notice, because I've always explained it like this, and I always use drugs. You know, I always use drugs as an example because that's the closest thing. That's the closest thing that I could describe to where y'all could understand the magnitude of that addiction. You know, it's no different. You know, and a lot of people look at it as, well, you know, just don't watch it. Well, you know, it's not that serious, and really it is. You know, like Kanye West said, it's presented out in the open to where in everybody's mind it's okay, when it's not. It's pushed on us in different forms on Instagram with some of these models, you know, in music, you know, in fashion, everywhere that you turn, on TV, in these shows, it's out there, it's presented like it's okay. And you know, being a man, you know, you gonna think that it's okay as well, because you like, yo, like, this is great, this is, you know, what we do, this is what we watch. And it's not true. It's not supposed to be like that. You know, it shouldn't be what we watch, because it's messing our mind up. You know, it shouldn't be what we watch, because it's a gateway to other things. There's a effect that it has on your body, especially with you releasing so much energy. You know, it's turning people into creeps. It's making them, you know, view women in the wrong way. You know, it's messing up relationships because people are watching that and think that that's what they mate is supposed to do. And like I said, it's not supposed to be that way. You know? So you got to understand the magnitude of the situation. And you know, and it's landing people in a lot of trouble because they so addicted to that, and they think that that's the way of life. And they are viewing women like objects, and then they treating them like objects too. They treating them that way too. And women that aren't like that, that have no idea why they victims in a lot of these situations. And it's because of that. It's because you have a bunch of guys and a bunch of young men that's running around that's thinking that it's okay to watch porn and be addicted to porn and jack off and release every moment they get. They see a woman. They can't even look at beautiful women without a dirty thought creeping in their mind and then wanting to go to some bathroom stall and squeeze one out. That's not normal. That's not natural to be that way. You should be able to look at a woman and say, yo, she's beautiful, without you thinking about doing some porno shit to her. You know what I'm saying? You know, you should be able to look at someone's beauty and not think in that manner. Like, yo, you should be able to say, like, yo, that's a beautiful woman right there. You know what I'm saying? She know how to dress. Her skin's nice. You know, she takes really good care of herself. You know, you shouldn't be wired to where you see a beautiful woman and you be like, damn, I love to put it in her ass. You know, damn, I love to suck them big ass titties and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be graphic, but you should be able to look at a woman and just be like, damn, yo, she beautiful, without thinking some creep shit. You know, because as you can look at Kanye West and you can tell that he don't want to think that way. I don't want to think like that either. I want to be normal. Just like I told y'all that story about me and my ex-girlfriend at the time, while we was going through alcohol withdrawals and trying to stop together and not being able to sleep at night, and both of us crying to each other, just telling each other, like, damn, you know, we just want to be normal. We were crying because we just wanted to be normal. We wanted to go to sleep like normal people. We didn't want to have to depend on alcohol to go to sleep. We just wanted to live like normal people, be a normal couple, without needing alcohol for us to get along, without needing alcohol to survive, because that's what it felt like we needed. You know? So it's the same with porn addiction as well. You don't want to have those thoughts. You don't want to think like that when you see beautiful women. You don't want women to not want to talk to you because it's something about you to where you look like you some type of, like, you know what I'm saying, like you having, you know, perverted thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all sleep. A lot of y'all don't know, like, when you looking at women a certain way, guess what? They could tell. You think you being slick by just looking at her a certain type of way, but some women could tell when you thinking something else. You know, when you thinking that, so women could read these things. You just don't, you in your mind, so you not really caring. You like, she don't know what I'm thinking. But little do you know, a lot of these women are smarter than you think. So no, a lot of us guys who had to suffer through addictions, right? And porn addictions and all that stuff, we don't want to be that way. And you got to understand that about addicts in general. They don't want to do the shit that they do, but they are addicts. They are called addicts for a reason, because they are addicted to something. And like porn, you become addicted to it. And then you start looking and you start looking at women a certain way. And you don't want to think like that about women. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to think that way. You want to be normal. You want to have normal conversations. You don't want to, for real, and you don't want to, like, really be teasing yourself like that either. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what make dudes go crazy, because they become obsessed with women and sex and all of those things. And when they can't have it, I think in some of those cases to where you got guys that end up with sexual battery and assault because they can't take it, and then they fucking snap. They snap, they fly off the handle and end up doing some shit that they felt like they had no control over. And I don't care what nobody say. Nobody likes the feeling of not having control of something. That's one of the worst feelings in the world to me. And if you ever been addicted to anything, then you know what I'm talking about. You want to feel like you have control over your life and the decisions that you make. You don't want to be walking around here without no control over shit. That make you very uncomfortable. That make you less likely to want to have conversation. That make you less likely to be social. You know, that make you less likely to want to be in the general public because you know that there's something about you that you don't have any control over. Almost like Incredible Hulk when he get pissed off. You know, he just can't just be amongst people because something break out and a fight happens, somebody hit him in the face, he gonna fucking go off. And it's the same way with that shit too, man. You gotta think about that stuff. And you can look at Kanye West. Again, in a situation with somebody that has money, somebody that could choose and pick what he want out of the litter. He can have his pick of the litter of chicks, and that means nothing. That means nothing because he have an addiction. Just because you have money, right, and you have everything that you want in life, that don't mean that you want to be an addict to anything, because he knows that that will get him in trouble. He knows that he don't want to be thinking like that. He want to be normal. He knows that that way of thinking and having that type of addiction will affect him. Kanye West, you got to understand, Kanye West has daughters. I too have a daughter. So knowing that you have a daughter, right? Because a lot of y'all got little girls out there. Do you really want to have a corrupted mind to where you thinking about shit like that, like porn, where you got porn on your mind all the time? I don't think so. I don't think so. And if you think that if you do got daughters, right, and you see nothing wrong in that, then you might have a serious problem. You might have a serious problem, because I don't know nobody that got little girls, that have little girls, children that they love, that wouldn't want to be 100% for them. I want to be 100% for my daughter and be there through thick and thin for the rest of her life whenever she needs me. And I want to have a healthy mind while doing so. And you should want the same. So yeah, man, I just wanted to show y'all that video as well, man. That's Kanye West talking about what he's been through and what got him there. And if any of y'all know y'all have an addiction, then listen, the first step is recognizing that you have an addiction and being willing to try to deal with that problem. Get down to that core issue and try to figure it out so you can conquer that issue. Because a lot of y'all just try to brush shit under the rug all the time, and that's not going to help you in the long run. It's not. It really ain't. It never does. It never does. Like those examples that I give y'all in those videos where people, right, they make it to stardom. They make it into sports. They make it into the movies. Everyone on the outside looking in like, they like, damn, they got everything. They got everything. But what you don't know is that they have issues too. They have issues that they never dealt with. And now they have stardom that's going to magnify and intensify those issues that they never dealt with. And guess what? It doesn't end well. It never does until they figure out those problems. In a lot of those cases, right? They get the money, they got the women, they got everything, and they never deal with those issues. No, they didn't. They never dealt with their addictions to drugs. They never deal with those issues. And guess what? Now that all that money and stardom and all of that's been placed upon them, sometimes it be too late, because now since they didn't deal with those addiction issues, now they got the money to where they could get as much as they want. It's the same with women. You can have as many women as you want. Just like you can have as much drugs as you want. You never dealt with your eating disorder, your food issue. You can have as much food as you want. And guess what? You will have a lot of health problems that come along with that. So understand, we all in the same boat. All right? My name is Jason. It's Sinn-Take. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace. Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy work? Somebody must do it, so I gotta do it. Who said it was easy work?